Nothing left to do, nothing left to change. All you gotta do, baby, is come my way. I don't know if I'm going insane, waiting for when you will say peace. Everything that I need, you know our hearts fit together. I want this love forever. Stay with me now till infinity, till death do us part. Stand together. I want this love forever. Will you be my missing piece? Everything that I need. You know our hearts fit together. I want this love forever.
This what I'm on when I'm in my zone. I can't do no wrong. We gon' need to make room on the throne for a brand new champion, brand new champion, a brand new champion, brand new champion, brand new champion, brand new champion, a brand new champion. Okay, first name Champ, last name Eon. When I walk inside a room, they just turn the cameras on, flashing lights. Oh, what a life! They try to copy what I do, but they ain't this nice. I shine like foil, even though Lord said we'll never be royal. The fruits of my labor out the soil will never spoil. I never learned the board slide, but I swear to the grind I stay loyal. Watch out, Doc, the block's hot, the top spot's not locked. I'm coming to pick it, even on the cops watch. Jumping them hopscotch, looking like why stop? When I barely got in the lead, they talking blah blah. Honestly, I'm not in the same time slot. They cold, lukewarm, baby, I'm a hot guy. I was a have-not, now I'm a big shot. I guess I hit the jackpot. This what I'm on when I'm in my zone. I can't do no wrong. We gon' need to make room on the throne for a brand new champion, brand new champion, a brand new champion, brand new champion, brand new champion, brand new champion, a brand new champion. Okay, sound the alarm, roll out the red carpet. You can call me the winner or don't even try to call it. Against all odds, I bullseye every target, but they should have seen us coming. Don't they know what they started? Oh, well, surprise, I made every dream possible. They wanted me to fail, but I toppled that obstacle. In their mind, me reigning supreme was illogical. So when they crowned me champ, I defied what was probable. I disrupted the chronicle, I did something phenomenal. It was written long ago, my victory's canonical. I feel so iconical, my rivals are ironical. Going up against me is extremely diabolical. I'm way too calculated, my methods are too methodical. Take a L as a nod at all, me losing now is comical. In life, sometimes we rise and fall, but you gotta learn to stand tall to try to get through it all. Yeah, this what I'm on when I'm in my zone. I can't do no wrong. We gon' need to make room on the throne for a brand new champion, brand new champion, a brand new champion, brand new champion, brand new champion, brand new champion, a brand new champion.
There's do's and there's don'ts. There's can't and there's won't. There's right and there is wrong. And those are blurry lines I've still have sex.
Good night. Hope you made it home safe.
Staring at you with puppy dog eyes. It's kinda embarrassing how long I look. Cause I was down to you to realize this thing we built, like you ain't in it for good. You and I, we thought we could be good together, but you only in it for the pleasure. Yeah, you don't want the soul connection, and I need more than physical affection. So simmer down, yeah, simmer down, cause I don't know you like that right now. Been around, yeah, been around, and I don't owe you like that right now. So you better be treating me special, get sentimental. I want you melting like butter, red flower petals, so we could love one another. Precious like metal, so baby I'll never settle if you can't get on my level. Cause I'm not acting like lovers, but one night stands, two people holding each other with four cold hands, to be alone in the covers when the night ends. This spell I'm not falling under again, so you better treat me right, treat me right. I do better with nobody by my side. Treat me right, treat me right. And if you do, maybe you'll be the love of my life. Baby, you could be. Yeah. My respect is earned, it can't be purchased. Yeah, they say sex sells, but without love that shit is worthless. I'ma be so real, too deep to keep it surface. You ain't touching my body if commitment still makes you nervous, sir. Calling again, that's been a plan since 2 a.m. I'm not being your friend with benefits, letting you keep me up. Sleeping in bed, meeting your ex, and they all still talk. Yeah, of course you talk. So simmer down, yeah, simmer down, cause I don't know you like that right now. Been around, yeah, been around, and I don't know you like that right now. So you better be treating me special, get sentimental. I want you melting like butter, red flower petals, so we could love one another. Precious like metal, so baby I'll never settle if you can't get on my level. Cause I'm not acting like lovers, but one night stands, two people holding each other with four cold hands, to be alone in the covers when the night ends. Just felt I'm not.
Okay, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Is the microphone working? Does it sound okay? Oh, geez. That is the $1 million question. Ew. What do you mean, ew? What do you mean, ew? What's wrong with it? Sounds good. For now. I mean, for now. Coming in clear as day. That's the worst, though, because now I actually have to, like, talk, and I can't hide behind the flaws of the audio anymore. So, hopefully it sounds fine. Hello. Hi. What is going on, everyone? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I immediately stopped picking my nose, so you know it's a good day. Yeah. Haircut. I did. Thank you for noticing. No one else did. No one else did. I did. I got several haircuts. Several hairs cut. They did an okay job. This side they didn't really blend super well, but it's like how not very clean cut. Yeah, well, you know. It's, some people just don't notice in that way. Robin, hello. Self, hello. Please look away. Hope you're having a good Sunday, and I'll go to you. Self was talking about some gym stuff in Res Discord, and yeah, I got to get my little outlet of talking about ratios out in Res Discord today. So, one sec. Nope, I didn't do shit. That's what I wanted. They blended the camera. Yeah, that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. So I'm wearing my boobiest shirt little baby Groot. So gonna go to the gym after wearing this. Be nice and sweaty in my light gray. Go back and get that fixed. It looks fine. It blends properly. It's just if I wear it where it's like more parted, it doesn't quite. But if I wear it the way I usually do, it's fine. But sometimes it's like, I don't know. Same with a lot of things. As soon as I get a haircut in a specific style, I immediately want to change that style and it doesn't work anymore. And I get really annoyed at myself for this because then I'll be like, okay, well then I've changed the style. I'm going to stick with that style. Let's get a haircut that matches that. And then I do that and then I change it again. So it's like every single time. So it's not necessarily a fault of the haircut. It's that as soon as I get the haircut, I want to change it. And it's not cut for that look. So it just kind of looks a little bit more like not quite as blended. But if I got it blended here, then the normal way I would have it doesn't work. So it's just like, yeah. I think it looks okay though. I think it's fine. It's a fine haircut. I think I need a new hairstyle. I was thinking about growing it out, but I don't think I'd suit long hair. I think I have it in my head that I'm like, oh yeah, I'd look like Aaron Taylor Johnson when really I'd look like Troy Oboyo. I'll just show you a quick photo of Troy Oboyo. No disrespect to him. It's just it's not the look I'm going for. This one. This is the photo. It's like, you know, wait, I can let me find the go away. Let me just set this up. This joke is not worth it. It's not even a joke at this point. But it's like that. It's like what I think I'll look like, what I'd actually look like. You know? It's kind of that situation where I'm like, yeah, no, it wouldn't look like this. I'd look like this. So, not the look I want. Not, again, no disrespect to Troy Oboyo. It's just, it's not the look I'm going for. Because whenever I grow my hair, I end up looking like that anyway. So, yeah, I needed a haircut. It's long overdue. I'm trying to take better care of myself in a general sense. I've actually been pretty good with the apartment of keeping on top of it, but it also means that I'm late like I am today. What I ended up doing was I just got into a bit of a like, yesterday because I was like, well, can't stream. Literally the mixer died. I had 2 to 3 client calls this week and I couldn't talk in any of them. I had to switch to this little tiny shitty webcam that work gave me. That was the only mic I had, and it was terrible. It was absolutely garbage. Katie! Oh my god, getting your penis so erect. Thank you for the 32 months. Enjoy getting the clap. Thank you. Katie, also better known as Toxic's #1 fan. How are you? Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you. How are you? How's things been since the job switch up? Are you doing okay? Are you eating? Are you drinking? Are you staying hydrated? Are you? I am, with iced coffee. This is my 3rd coffee of today. It is only, well, it's almost 4. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. No one person would, that is true. It's Robin's #1. Busy, but making it through. Hell yeah. How are you? I'm doing okay. I had a lot of audio issues for the last, I'm just going to say the last 6 months, but really it's the last 9 years. Let's be real. Let's call a spade. I've had audio issues since the dawn of me streaming, and it just continues. So I ended up buying, like, I do actually really like this little device. It is just an audio interface, and I would rather have this than something like a Scala or anything like that. The problem was I had it, and then I did an update on my Mac, and it fried it for some reason. And it was kind of expensive to replace, and I was finding it hard to kind of justify the price, but I do actually like it quite a lot. But my big mixer that I've had for like 5 years straight up just like fried. I am actually curious if it's potentially my speakers that are causing the problem, because when I moved the speakers are just like a 3.5mm jack that are going into a adapter that like makes it for like a 1/4 inch for like headphones, and I'm curious if that's causing a problem because I do get weird line issues. So maybe I need to eventually get better speakers. That could be a part of the problem. Yes. Hi, Caleb. How's it going, dude? How's it going, dude? My friend Mac introduced me to the Game Grumps house party videos. You are the problem. Wow. Coming in fucking hot. Huh? Huh? Oh, okay. I see how we're starting off. I see how we're starting off today. Yeah, there's no vanish here. You'll just get a little tap on the booty, though. There you go. Christ. Hi, Caleb. Attacking my feelings. What is this? I'm kidding. Okay. You've had your 5 minutes. I refuse to have a vanish command because I need it to sit there. I just want you to sit in there and bask in what you said, in the jokes that you've made. Whoa, sweet child of mine. What do you mean? What do you mean? I've done nothing. I got you addicted to Fish Game. I got... like, what do you mean? I'm out here ruining lives and all you can't even say thank you? Jeez. Sorry, apparently I've had way too much coffee today. Anyway. Yeah, my whole... You haven't even... I know, I'm so fucking terrible. I'm terrible. I haven't even loaded the game. I froze it that time, I closed it, and I haven't even opened it. I've been really bad at playing any games. Like, even on stream, I've been really bad at playing any games. Like, it's not good. I need to visit your fish tank. Give me a sec, actually. Sorry, I said that as if that had anything to do with what we're talking about. I just wanted to get my glasses because my eyes were... I was like, why is everything blurry on my screen? It's because I didn't wear my glasses. My eyesight's been very up and down recently. Like, some days it's fine, and then there's just like, it's 11 p.m. We're shutting down business. Your eyes are just going to be fucked for the rest of the night. I'm like, oh, cool. And so today is one of those days where they're like, nah, it's our Sunday too, buddy. You can figure it out yourself. So I guess we're wearing glasses today. Nerd Sundays, that's what we're going with. Probably going to be more frequent as I get older. But yeah, my mixer just fucking died. It just died. And I tried it in every channel. The microphone just wouldn't come through at all. Like, it wouldn't recognize it. And I was like maybe it's the microphone. I don't know. But like, I can't see how it would be the microphone. Like, all the cables are new and everything. It's like, the microphone is pretty damn good. It's just, yeah, that mixer is kind of screwed. And I do want to get another mixer. I was talking to Shay about this. I want to get another mixer because I really like... One, I want to still do the dual PC because even though NVENC can hold yada yada yada, I have so many PC issues, I want to do that. I also like having control over the fact that I can have a really small, cheap, but efficient streaming PC and then like a really high-end gaming PC. It makes it, for me, I like having the flexibility and the control over that. Keeping them separate because you can do so much more. I can like locally record and everything. Like, it's very separated. Also with like personal stuff too, like files. I do need to like sort it out because on this PC, which I'm doing one PC, it does have a lot of personal files. So I'm going to have to like, I don't want to say like strip them out, but it's just like, I got to consolidate and kind of like set it up in a specific way. Which having a machine that's like super low powered, like the GPU that's in that PC that can do really good NVENC encoding doesn't even require like power from the CPU. It's like, it can get enough power from the the motherboard. So I'm like, okay, that is a huge difference between what I'm running right now. So like, there's stuff like that. The mixer is screwed. I want to find a better one. I'm not spending $700-800 again. I know like I can get better setups from that. Get a Rode. I got the Rode AL1. I did. And so I don't know if you heard that, but that was me accidentally touching the headphone cable. So get a nice little buzz on that. That's hardly a mixer. Yeah, no, this isn't a mixer. My mixer was a Mackie Effects Pro 8. So it was like an 8-channel mixer. I've had the Behringer. That was really good. I got rid of it because then I upgraded to this one. And then this one has just kind of been a bit of a problem the whole time. Like, not the whole time, but like the last year or two, it's been a bit of a problem. And it's very frustrating, right? Because it's just, I mean, you could say that about the Behringer. They are cheaper, absolutely. But at the same time, I never had a problem with the Behringer for 5 years that I had it. This one, I had problems after 2, and this is supposed to be the Pro, not just because it says Pro on it, but this is supposed to be like the mixer that musicians use. It's not just a mixer that's like, you know, the Go XLR or whatever. It's supposed to be good, and it's died so quickly. Like every single one of the microphone channel fried to the point where no audio would come through, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. But then I used to have the Rode AL1 because I got it as like a kit. So you get a microphone and that. And I kept the microphone because what I was doing at the time was I had some friends who were voiceover actors, and I set up my old apartment storeroom as like a recording room. And so I had a microphone in there with the interface and recording and everything, so they could use that as a sound booth. And that's why I got it, and then I ended up just using the interface from my actual computer, and then it got fried. So Behringer in the audio world is the team equivalent product. Yeah, I mean, it is the most entry level of entry level Behringer. Like it's not the highest quality, but it will work, right? It will work. It's just they use very cheap parts, right? It's very consumer grade, right? It's like one step up from Amazon Basics. If you were going to buy an Amazon Basics mixer, but then you wanted a name that's been around for a little bit longer than that kind of is a little more specialized, you go with like a Behringer, right? But after that, you kind of want like a Yamaha, or Mackie was supposed to be a good one. The Mackie brand's supposed to be really good. So I don't know. I don't know what to kind of go with next. I have some audio engineer friends. I'm going to speak to them and be like, hey, what's like a good one for this? Like they were recommending me like the Rode Procaster. It's like $1,000 though. It's really expensive, and I don't know if it will work with the setup the way that I have it. So yeah, I mean, I have like a compressor and everything. I can't even use it right now because there's no way to like loop the audio through. So any compression that's happening is happening inside of OBS, which I don't love, but I will figure it out when I get a new mixer and everything. So yeah, that's just been a whole thing of like, I couldn't do my job. I couldn't do a big part of my job this week. It was very frustrating. And so next week I'm going to be back on 40 hours a week because we got new turnover for a new project, which just means that they've sent us files and we get to start working on them. And I'm the only artist that's working on that project, and I have a month to deliver it. So it's like 32 shots in 4 weeks, 3 weeks now. Ugh. 4 weeks. I think it's 4 weeks. I have 4 weeks. So I have to do that on my own, which is, it's not the most stressful, but it's always just like, oh, it's like I'm doing an entire project on my own. So it's going to be a little busy for the next month or so, even though I was like, I'm going down to 20 hours a week, which is really funny because I'm pretty sure my contract ended on Friday. Actually, I just realized my contract ended on Friday. I could just not show up on Monday. That would be really funny. But I need... Oh my goodness, it's Jax. Hi, Jax. Good to see you too. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Happy Monday. It's Monday for you. How's it going? Yeah, I just realized my contract ended on Friday. I should probably speak to work about that because they have planned a lot of stuff around me being there. Yeah. Should I just ask for a pay rise and say I'm not coming back? It's like, well, gonna work on a lot these days, but that's around 5%. Oh shit. Fun times. As someone who has done the whole training thing of training people just for 5 weeks as well. Ooh, good luck. Good luck. Working from home. That's pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit better. Imagine listen. Christ, Jax, I don't know. You've listened to me for close to 10 years, so I don't know. I think you got the short end of the stick on that one. No, you're great at what you do, so I don't know. But 5 weeks of training is a lot to run. Holy 10 10 years. I started in 2015. Let's see. Account created following since October 2015. Yeah, in October, 10 years. In October, we got sold. Oh my god. Look at all the wrinkles and the gray. I found some old photos, like, you know, when your phone just kind of shows you old photos from whatever, and I guess it's just because I had like an iPhone for so long, it's like got the cloud stuff going. Still fabulous, still so fabulous. Hey, I look better. I don't know, I can't really say I look better now than I did then, but I certainly am healthier now than I was then. And it showed me photos, and it was like in the old apartment where it was like in the corner when I did all the sculpting stuff, and I just looked like the skinniest twink you've ever seen. Like I had like insane. Still have the hoodie. I still have mine. I still have them. I still wear it now and again. Hi Adrian, good to see you. Oh, your sub ran out from Maisie. Oh. Yeah. Oh, you're still typing it as Mystic Kitten. And it fits. I think mine now is too big for me because I lost like, I don't know. I got mine as a large and I think I'm like a small now. I lost a lot of weight. I didn't even like, to look back, it's like my face looked very, very gaunt and very, very thin, but everything else wasn't. And now it's just like the opposite. My face is like fatter, but everything else is that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, with all the autofill and everything. Yeah. Christ. Watch it on an iPad. Good grief. What is that little symbol? Marathon Reveal Runner. What is that? For the game Marathon, like the Bungie game? Marathon? Yeah, I think I have 2 of my hoodies still. I wear them now and again. Oh, okay, yeah. Is that game still coming out? Is that actually still happening? Did they cancel it? I can't remember. I haven't... When was that? I mean, I still have so many things. Like, I still have here. I wear this all the time. It's my Twitch creative hoodie that I got from like 2016. And like, I like with this on the back, I still wear this all the time. Like, it's bubbled to shit. And I remember a bunch of people getting really, really pissed at me for getting this hoodie because they were like, I've been streaming on Twitch for 4 years. This was in 2016 as well. So it's like, I've been streaming on Twitch for like 4 years and I never got a hoodie and blah, 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 and you creatives. And I was like, I just exist, man. They were like, hey, creative department is doing hoodies. Do you want one? And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Why would I not want a Twitch hoodie at the time? It's like, it was at the time when I was trying to get a job at Linus Tech Tips as a writer. And I got to like the final stage of it. And I actually had an interview with Linus and he was like, why do you want to do this? Because my whole thing was like VFX artist, everything like that. And he was just like, why would you want to leave that to come write for a YouTube channel? And I was like, because I'm more interested in that. And then 9 years later, still doing VFX. Have I actually? I never wrote for them. No. I know I just throw out the beanie shirt no longer. Oh, like you wore the crab. I don't even think I have the original files for that anymore. I did find like the original files for some old emotes the other day, and I was like, what the fuck are these? Like, when did I make these? Everyone's so pissed with the crazy. Oh, it was so funny, and especially like anyone that got partnered through it. Like, oh man, did you not earn it? And it's like, okay, but like, I don't know. It was really bad. 9 years, 3 months. Getting close, Adrian. Getting close. Yeah. So Caleb, in 2016, Linus Tech Tips did a thing where they were hiring for a writer, like a new writer for the team. And I was like, you know what? I find it interesting. I like making, like, it was when I was very much more into making content all the time. Like, I was staying up. This was when I was streaming until like 4 a.m. and then going to work the next day. 9 years, 9 months. Oh, still have the Bioshock. Yeah, I still have that one. I think I got rid of mine because it got wrecked. It had like a bunch of holes in it, and I did throw that away. I think that was the one I found the files for. 9 years, 9 months, 15 days. That's, you know what? I love that little, not alliteration, but yeah. Trees, please, guys. Go. Sorry, I shouldn't say guys. Folks, go follow Trees, please. Trees is great. She's playing Peak. I still need to pick that up. I'm waiting for Shay to get back. There's so many games where I want to play, and honestly, I'm just waiting for Shay to get back. He's been playing the horse girl game though. Offline. But he's away for a couple of weeks. I need to pick it up and play it. I need to. Hi Trees, how's it going? How's your weekend? But yeah, it was at that time when he was hiring a bunch of new people, and I'd started making more tech-based videos at the time where I was doing like dual PC videos and things like that, and I was like, I'll just apply and see. And I applied, and I had to have an interview, like a phone interview with Linus, and I was at work at the time too, and he was just like, why, like your resume is like interesting, because I guess I always forget from the outside looking in, it's like, oh, you did all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah. To me though, I'm like, yeah, I sat there for like 15 hours painting God knows what, like YSL on Wonder Woman or whatever it was. And I was like, oh, I'm just like more interested. And I was like, I didn't get the job because they felt that because you had to write a spec script for a video, and they felt that my script that I wrote was too safe and didn't really show that I could write about anything, which was more than fair. Made Preston, it's not very interesting. True, I remember when I moved that time and Preston got destroyed. But I did 3D scan him. Like, I did the photo scan. I think I still have the photos somewhere. I still need to, like, do that. So that way I can kind of clean it up and, like, make a print of it. Because I still have Barnaby. Like, Barnaby's still kicking around. So, you know, Barnaby's not going anywhere. But I do need to, like, do that. I've been promising I'm going to do all this stuff for ages. Still haven't used my fucking headset with mocap. Yeah, got a lot of stuff to do with that. But yeah, they felt that my script was too safe and it didn't really demonstrate that I could write about anything. And I was like, yeah, that's fair enough. Like, that, absolutely. You know, I even said in the interview, I was like, because I work so much, because VFX is kind of like pretty intense with that. I was like, I just had to write, I wanted to write something that I could write really well, rather than, and it's like you had to kind of write it in the tone of a Linus video. It wasn't just like, and I think I did okay, but they were just like, we're not 100% sure because it's too this. And the other aspect too was that I just got partnered on Twitch as well. Like, that's why I got the hoodie. It was like around that time, and they were like, yeah, you can't create content, you can't like make YouTube videos while you work for us. And I was like, I just got partnered at the time, like, you know, different world now. But yeah, last week they had a bunch of tech YouTubers at work filming a video. Sneakers was crazy watching it. That's cool. That's really cool though. Peak is so fun. Spent the morning. Oh no, what's wrong with the PC? I just got my new audio interface because my mixer broke. Bluetooth's bugged, and turns out it's a hardware issue. That's always the worst. That's when it's like literally nothing you can do other than like you have to just buy replacement. Like, that's so frustrating. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. That's not fun. I have so many issues with mine. Pretty sure it's all the graphics card at this point. I just never had a good luck with any graphics card I've ever had. But I touch wood, it works when it works, and it's too expensive to replace, so I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, but yeah, with the Linus things, yeah, I was like, I'm not willing to. At the time, I'd spent like, you know, close to a year of my life building up my channel. It's very different now. Like, I fully acknowledge it's very different now of like what my channel is. I took so much time off, but at that time, I was averaging like 80 to 100 viewers, maybe 60 realistically. It depends on without raids. But it was like 60 to 80 viewers, which again, people would be like really mad at you for being a creative partner. Because like, oh, you didn't earn it because back in my day, you had to have 500 viewers to get partnered. And it's like, okay. It's like, it's just like that weird hazing thing of like, oh, I worked so hard for it that I have to close the door behind me and you have to work twice as hard in order to earn it. Or like, just weird stuff like that. And I was like, it doesn't matter. You know, it's like, oh, I remember some big streamers who were like my friends being like, kind of saying stuff on Twitter of just being like, oh, well, seeing it was like they got partnered and they were averaging like 300 to 500 viewers, and it like they finally got partnered. and then a creative streamer that they knew who had like 50 to 60 got partnered on the same day, and they were like, this cheapens my partnership. And it's like, what do you mean? You don't, it's such a different thing. Like, again, going from creative to streaming gaming, the viewership drops to a 10th. Like, you don't get anything from that. You don't suddenly pivot and you're suddenly a 500 viewer gaming streamer. That's not how it works. And the same way as, like, if they are a gaming streamer, if they just play, let's say, GTA RP, and then they switch, the viewership tanks every time. So it's like, what are we talking about? You've entered the world of PC issues with VR, endless crap. Oh, I can't even imagine. I don't have a VR headset yet. Shay, formerly known as Keontae, said he's gonna give me his old VR headset because I want to use it for some video production stuff, and I think he's trying to get rid of it. So he's like, well, you've given me like a billion things in the past. He's like, just take it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hi, Croc. Hope he's still doing okay. It wasn't easy. Remember how much work you put. Oh, I mean, yeah, I was working 12 hours a day. I'd come home, and then I'd stream from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. and then I'd get up and go to work the next day. Like, you know, it doesn't also matter of, like, it doesn't matter how much work and time and effort you put into something. You're not guaranteed anything. I know so many people who stream 7 days a week, 5, 6, 7 days a week, 8 hours a day, and don't break 10 viewers, and they're not there, and they're really good streamers as well. It's not like they just sit there in silence and just, you know, play a game with it. Like, they put the effort in and do it. It's just, look at the draw. You know, I just had a very unique selling point. Shay's doing really good. He's in the UK right now. He's just he's visiting some of his girlfriend's family with her, because it's like the only time they're all in town at the same time, because I think some of her family live in Australia. So, like, he's in the UK right now, but he's doing really good. He's doing really, really good. If you know any of these people, it was iJustine. I know who Marquez and iJustine is. I don't know who Brian Tong is, no. But I know who the other one. That's pretty huge. That's pretty huge. But yeah, I mean, the thing with my content when I started streaming, especially in creative, and like, I'd love to do it again. It's just, there is an aspect where it just is difficult as a setup. It takes a lot of energy to do it. And I just, like, sometimes I just don't want to do that. Sometimes I honestly just want to yap. That's it. And I just want to hang out and yap. It's very selfish, but it's like, that's all I kind of want to do. Or if I want to play a game, it's like, streaming is a little bit more of like, I really want to make content because I enjoy it, but I kind of just want to hang out and play video games as well. Yeah, exactly. Just yapping away. And it's like, it's like my downtime too. I want to take it seriously so that it doesn't make it feel like people show up and they're just like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this guy's wasting my time. I mean, I am, but it's not in a like malicious way, if you will. I'm trying to always make an active effort of making something entertaining as best I can. But like, the unique selling points I had when I started streaming was I started at the right time and the right place with creative. I was one of the only people on the platform who used a DSLR. I used a cinema camera. I'm using the same brand, but a cinema camera. No one else was doing that. So my video quality was insanely high because I wasn't using a webcam, which is, you know, to put it into a low bit rate as well. Like a high quality camera with very little movement because I was doing sculpting looks really, really good. It looks really, really good. Doesn't matter like what you say with that. It's like you've got the shallow depth of field. I had pretty good lighting. No one else had video lighting. No one else had a DSLR. I was doing something unique, which was physical medium clay. You were streaming, playing games for that too, and had friends. And yeah. And I mean, also the aspect of that was my degree. Like, my university bachelor's degree is in special effects, in sculpting and prosthetics. So it wasn't like, you know, I mean, I'll even attest to, like, I had problems with when people figured out the meta of you could start doing creative streaming and get partnered a lot easier if you just had the viewership. I was kind of like, I feel weird about that because I feel like it's disingenuous. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not gonna like stop people. Like, you do what you got to do, right? In the same way as, like, if you make friends now, you get the 50 viewers, or is it the 50 followers and 3 average viewers, you can get affiliate. It's like, yeah, okay, you've got affiliate. it doesn't mean anything because it just, I don't want to say cheating the system. That's not what I mean. 25. Oh, they've even yeah. They want everyone to have it and monetize it because they can make money off it. But it's like, just because you have an affiliate like sub badge or a subscription button doesn't mean anyone's gonna subscribe. It's like, it doesn't mean anything. They want to be salty because you had to do skills, do something kind of, yeah. And I had a lot of that. I had a lot of people who I knew through streaming. I don't want to say any names because it doesn't matter ultimately. But they would ask other people, and I would hear back from it. It's like, oh, why the fuck does Cam have a sub button and blah blah. And I'm like, doesn't mean anything. The person who's subscribing to my channel is not in competition with your channel. Like it does. That's not how it works. I'm literally sculpting with clay. You're playing this game or you're doing that. You're like, it's so far like removed. There's no overlap. The Venn diagram is two separate circles, you know? And it's also that thing of like, just because you have a sub button doesn't mean, like at the time, because the difference is now, because you have things like the enhanced broadcasting, which gives you transcodes regardless if you do all that stuff. At the time, the benefit obviously is that you have emotes, which is cool, but you also got transcodes. And at the time, you needed a certain viewership. Your channel had to have a certain viewership and activity for transcodes to unlock if you weren't a Twitch partner. And so the benefit of being a Twitch partner is you get transcodes all the time. So I stopped using the Twitch enhanced broadcasting because I already have the transcodes and I want to use a higher bitrate. And then the bots like, oh my god, the bots. I mean, that'll never stop, but my goodness, the bots are insane. It's ridiculous. I mean, anything that's been good, I'm not gonna say it's been completely good, like good overall, but like anything that you could consider like net positive that could be used on the platform got ruined by so many people. I mean, I'll even fully admit, when they first announced animated emotes, I was against it. I was straight up against it. And honestly, the reason why is because I'd seen all of which is really funny considering I started doing like cheermote commissions and animated emotes like those, like the sus one for Mop and everything. It's very funny. But the reason was, at the time, people were so obnoxious with these things that they would go so far and ruin it for everyone else. Like they would make the most obnoxious emotes that would either used to harass people, or would just be overwhelming in the chat. And it was like there was people using it in I don't want to say the right way, but there were people that were using it in such a toxic way that I was like, I don't like this. And then eventually like people kind of like policed and moderated themselves on that stuff, and it actually like was fine, and then it was good. You made that one? Ooh, I like that one. It's a good one. So yeah, it was just like, that was the problem. It's like anytime we got to like ads for bits, the reason ads for bits went away wasn't necessarily that Twitch was like, oh, this is making us no money. It was that people were abusing the system by setting up second accounts to farm bits to then give to themselves. I think it already kind of dipped from Twitch at that point. Maybe. Animated emotes took a long time to come in. I mean, now it's like you have I think you have just as many animated ones as you do regular ones, depending on what it is. I don't remember how many it is. I think for the next emote slot for me, because I went through and, because you could, like, it was when they first started doing the gift subs and everything. I was like, well, I want to unlock a bunch of emotes for my channel, and it was when my channel was doing very well. Myself and Ren would just like gift subs to the channel to like unlock emote slots, and then I have like a bunch of emote slots. Oh, the emote, the life happened. Oh yeah, we've added new emotes to the BTTV. But yeah, Ren and I just like, I was like, I want to unlock these emotes. This is the only time I'm gonna have it, because it was just when they announced the tier 3. It was when they announced tier 3 and animated emotes. It was around that time. And so because of the revenue split, it was like you could, if you, let's say it was like $5 a sub, if you gifted like 100 subs, which would be like $500 US, you'd be like, holy fuck, that's $500 that I just gifted. Except because of the revenue split, it would only cost you like 150. So like as part of the whole thing of like the better user experience, it was like, well, I'm gonna unlock a certain amount of emotes because I'll get a good chunk of that money back, which I'll then use to pay for the emotes to be made. If you're just, oh right, yeah, okay, I am yapping. Your boy do be yapping. Wait, how is this not installed? Oh, I installed it on my Mac. That was why. I was like, why is this not installed? All this fancy shit. Oh yeah, I've been adding just like the BTTV emotes. I've been changing out all of the other emotes too. I think I'm good with where my emotes are at now. I did ask Carson to make a few more, but he's really busy. Oh, hi, Crack. Hello, my sweet boy. How's it going? How was your stream? How was your stream? You were... I was going to stop in, and then I was doing laundry. What? Wait, why? What is this? Change of plans. Camera's live, and the factory needs a bit more time to catch up. So no streams today. What? I thought you were alive. You were alive. You alive. Thank you for the shout out, Crack, in your Discord. No sex. Oh. Laundry is a scam. It is. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Funny doing like I'm washing my bed sheets and I'm washing my clothes that I need to go to the gym. Spoiler alert, I have no pants on. Because they're in the laundry. No, there is no under desk camera. There is no Sarah camera. I'm not showing anyone. Oh god. Just like that, Jax, nothing's changed. Literally nothing is. If anything, I've got worse. I've honestly got worse. You've been you've been gone for 646 hours and 55 minutes. While you were gone, your fish turned. Yeah, because they've been frozen. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this. It's been a while, okay? And they've generated no money. What the fuck have they been doing? Frozen in time, I guess. Actually, before I like run, yeah, it's been a while. I literally opened it that one time and then I haven't opened it since. Speaking of laundry stuff, give me a sec. I'm gonna go like swap everything out, make sure it's like getting dry. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to wash it again. So give me a minute. Okay, we are so back. Oh, sorry about that. Everything was done at the same time, so I just threw my... Thank you, Craig. I just threw my bedding on my bed. But didn't actually put it on the bed. He's back. I know. Run. Hide the kids. Hide the wife. Okay, what are we doing? Dismiss. Daily rewards. I don't think I've got any daily rewards. I don't think I got any daily rewards, unfortunately. There's so much noise happening. It's because I'm playing music. I didn't realize. Alright, daily rewards. You got flybait. What the hell's this? Oh, okay. Thanks for the monies. Alright, how do I visit? Oh, look at this. Well, we're going to Caleb's. Jesus, is that a dolphin? What the? Caleb, what have you been doing? Leave a react. How do I only have 5 shells. Yeah, what the hell, man? What have you been doing? Where's the negative? Where can I leave negative reviews? Okay, I'm not a person who leaves positive reviews. I'd like to leave a negative, please. I'm not happy about this because it makes me feel inadequate. Actually, he's like, I'm gonna give you. There you go. Oh, okay. Whoa, give me no. Sorry, I'm just here. Wait, can I buy this? It makes you 200. How much money have you got? The heck, man? I don't even know how you did this. I genuinely don't. How do I... Back to my aquarium. I feel inadequate now. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, I should actually click on the pink dog. God damn it, Caleb. Alright, we're going back. Where is it? Come back. I can't. Oh, there we go. 378. It's hiding behind my money. Why is it Joel spinning in the corner? What's going on? Is it called Joel? This big boy. 192. How did you even get this? How did you even get... You named the dolphin out of it. Why? Unique, exotic. Dolphin. Size. Fortune. Fertility. That can't be me. That's way too high. Okay? That's way too high. Last time I got laid, I was in the key demographic. Take me back. Okay, what do I do? I got flies. There we go. Take it. Wait, how do I... can I sponge it? Is your fish dead? Questionable. Questionable. No, it's wiggling. Defrost. Wait. Oh right. Yeah, I froze my tank. That was why. How do I do it? Look, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. How do I? Oh, there we go. Yay! See, he's fine. Trees, please. There we go. Ah! There we go. Because you thought it was dead. Trees, please. This is like, I don't know what's happening. Caleb's making me look at tanks. And not the kind that you'd find in War Thunder. What do I do now? Can I go fishing? Rob's fish shop. I don't trust this.
Who taught you how to read?
Not me.
It was a mistake.
I don't know who taught. No one. The answer is no one. The school system failed me. All right. There we go. Now we're frozen again, so they don't die. Oh, there's an update for Factorio. I did. I abandoned all of them. I abandoned my trees, please. Fish. I have one fish. And it won't let me breed it, and I don't know why. Oh, I want Shay to come back so I can play Peak. The thing is, Peak will be such a dead game by the time he's back as well, because it's alone. I don't know. I don't think that's true. You know, what's those creatures that can reproduce without a mate? Is it called sickle cell anemia? Is that what it is? No, that's not the right. Yeah, you can't fuck it if you're single. Wow. I don't know. I always go fuck myself, so. No. Oh, okay. Alright, factory game. I got an hour. So that means that I'll be playing this for 5 hours. Factorio. Oh, I don't remember how to play it. Crack. And all of the things spit acid at me now. Pardon me. Excuse me. I had to burp off camera. How rude of me. How rude. Pretty sure being single does not stop that. It's true. It's true. I mean, why else did God give me hands and feet, you know? Just saying. Just saying. Also, so what I did as well, the things that look, you know, oh my God, the game updated, Jesus Christ. Remastered and mixed music, made iconics in Factorio, made more icons in Factoriopedia, made unique, okay. I still don't understand blueprints, that's fine. How do there's a buck button, there we go. Okay. I am kind of scared. I don't remember what we were doing. All I know is we were getting absolutely rinsed by these bugs. Oh, we were doing... Okay, lab research is going pretty good, though. Pretty good. So the things that I've been doing as well while I couldn't stream yesterday because I literally had no microphone is I went on little excursions, and instead of taking care of myself, I took care of the apartment. So what I did was I went through and I went... I went, I don't know, I did like 20,000 steps. I went all the way to like a Home Depot, picked up some new light switches and everything like that, some bulbs, because the bulbs in the bathroom and everything were kind of like messed up. I had to, so a lot of the rooms in the apartment are on dimmer switches, which is fine, but a lot of the lights and bulbs that I have are not dimmer compatible. And you're probably like, wouldn't it have been easier and cheaper to just buy dimmable bulbs? And I'd say, shut up. How about that? You ever think about that as an answer? I thought not. But the other reason is it was because I bought these like fans with LEDs in them, so to kind of replace it, because a lot of the rooms get really hot, especially this office. So I wanted to install a fan, but also didn't want to lose the light. It is horrendous turning on this light. It is such an ugly light, but having something is better than having nothing, right? So I went out and bought a bunch of new light switches and swapped out a couple of the light switches. Felt so like, I don't want to say I felt manly, but I definitely felt way more useful than I have in a long time. Still making, Jack, like I said, I've only gotten worse. Honestly, now I have access to grown-up adult money, and I have my own place where I can do this damage instead of having to deal with a landlord. It's only going downhill. I've put so many holes in walls accidentally. I accidentally smashed my internet cable Ethernet thing, and it just dangles out the wall. Like, it's a fucking mess. Honestly. The fact that I'm still alive. Yesterday, do you want to know how much more complicated I've made my life? Because it's the stupidest thing ever. I got a sous vide because I made a steak the other day and I was like, this sucks. It was horrible. I was like, fuck it, I'm getting myself a sous vide. So I got a sous vide. I was like, well, I need a vacuum sealer for that, because obviously I have to vacuum seal it in order to sous vide. I'm not just gonna put it in a Ziploc and boil it. That's not how this works. Not in this day and age. So then what I did was I did all of that, and then yesterday I was like, oh, I gotta make burgers. So I vacuum sealed my burgers. Why? That's what I did this morning. I vacuum sealed homemade burgers for no reason other than walking to the pantry that the vacuum sealer was in, where the Ziploc bags are. I walked past the Ziploc bags to the vacuum sealer and then spent 20 minutes vacuum sealing 6 homemade burgers. Why? Why am I built like this? Why did I have to get this type of autism? Why couldn't I got a useful one? Why is it vacuum sealer or what the hell? It's just so inefficient, and I mean, look at my base. Look at my base. Why did I do this? Now I'm looking at this. Why did I build it this way? Your house now has hazard signs because of the solar battery. Your house is because of solar battery. Wait, so your house is now marked as a hazard because of the battery? Yeah, it's still cool that you've got the solar going. I mean, it makes sense where you are. I'd actually love to do that in my place, because it's basically sun facing the entire day. I kind of want to get like a solar panel set up on my place, but I'm like, I don't know how it would integrate into the system of like, I don't know. I will say though, the place is pretty energy efficient though, because it has AC, and I've been running the AC quite a bit because it gets incredibly hot. It cost me like $50 a month to run everything in the apartment. There are these signs because it's kind of new, so they don't want electricians doing any work in the future to fuck with it and start. So it's kind of just like, hey, by the way, this exists, and this is what exists in this place. Okay, that makes more sense. I do kind of think it's funny though that your place is just marked as a hazard now off grid. So hell yeah, that's awesome. I would love to do that. That would be so good. Would only really work for like 3 weeks of the year in Vancouver though, to be honest. Okay, I forgot what we were doing. I know I'm building the lab. Advanced oil processing. We could jump onto that gravy train. Mining productivity, okay. Excuse me. Next cyclone when the power goes out. That's crazy. That's awesome though. Like being just like self-sufficient in that way, and being like off grid to the point where you're, I don't know if they do it. It depends on where you are, right? Because there's like the whole thing of, you can be, they either give you credits or they pay you out. I don't know how it works where you are. It depends. But I know a lot of places what they do is it's like a credit system, and then anything that's left over at the end of the year, you kind of get a check, I think. I'm not sure. But the fact that you are producing enough power to have like a week's worth, like full use power, is kind of amazing. I think my goal would be, I'd like to have like a battery backup in that way for things, because they're gonna do some power maintenance on our building next week, so I'm gonna have no power on Monday night or something, and I'd love to have generate enough to like be able to run things and keep that. All good, Caleb. Thank you for stopping by, dude. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your fishies. Thank you for showing me your tank as well, and the dolphin. Even though I'm jealous, and I'm gonna steal it. They pay you every 3 months. Is it actually like decent to the point where it's like, because I know there's the whole thing of when you get solar, it takes like 10 years for it to break even for the cost or whatever it is and everything. Is it actually like a reasonable amount that you get? I'm always now I feel inadequate. Please, trees. You've met me. Not in person, but emotionally, you've met me. I am just running around because I straight up forgot what we're doing. We could try and eradicate the bugs that are over here. But I am kind of scared to do that right now. But I don't know what to build. I don't know what to build. That's the problem. I think what I definitely need to... Oh, I know what I was doing. So, one thing that we keep running into is we're kind of running... Yeah, we're running out of iron. So we need to kind of work towards getting more iron going. So what, this has 2,000 left, 2,600. Okay, they're fine. Let's head up this way and start adding more here. That, yeah. There we go. Oh, come on. No. Do I have any of the big boys? I don't think I do. Let's do that. Next science? Yeah. I mean, we're doing pretty good on the lab research once that goes up. But I should probably... Okay, I'm gonna do this. And then... let's just get 5 of those going. Bye, trees! Ooh, hopefully you have some fun drawing. I was thinking about that today. I think I'm actually gonna do I'm gonna do some painting tomorrow, like offline. Cannot reach. Alright. There we go. Why? So no power. I thought you would have stored enough though. Do I have... okay, well... if I upgrade this... oh, because it already was one. I'm stupid. I want to put these down. Why did I do it that way, Crack? The heck, man? Leading me astray. I don't know what I'm doing. Why is this not connected? Hello? You gotta put power poles somewhat. True. Why is this not getting any power though? Hello? Toxic, hello? It needs excess power to charge. You need excess power to charge. Got him. Are your drills having enough power? Sure. Yeah, definitely. Oh. Yeah, totally. Oh, it's going. It's going. Upgrade you. There we go. Perfect. I see no problems with this whatsoever. Toxic, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Alright, that's good. Okay, if they come this way, we're kind of screwed, but that's fine. That's future me problem. Fuck that guy. So... yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm even doing. I'm not good at... I saw a video that I probably should watch, and it was just... the video was called I'm not good at... what was it? It was I'm not good at Factorio. It was just like a game I love that I'm not good at. And I'm like, yep, that's me. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do half the time. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm trying to think if there's a better way. I guess I can look at like, because like there's all the logic stuff as well. Programmable speaker. Can I yell at the bugs? Could build a train, but I don't know what I need the train for right now. Bulk inserters, that might be useful. I could do a lot more labs. Defender capsule. I don't know what that is. Little robot? Research towards the next science pack and then build that. I think I am. Yeah, production science pack. I'm working on that. And then advanced common. I don't even know what the. Never mind the advanced ones. I don't know what the non-advanced ones do. That's oil processing. Okay, we got that going. Instead of capacity bonus, portable solar panel. Can I? Yeah, why not? There we go. Although I do need the purple on that, so. Scale science. Yeah, I probably should. I probably should just add more labs. Well, I guess it's not even really the labs, right? It's the... These are just not working. This is just not working. Like, it's always getting stuck. Wait. Okay, so everything is getting backed up. Everything is getting backed up. Okay. Maybe we gotta change a few things around. Okay, copper is not doing very well. So maybe let's scale that up. Let's do that. Do I have any... Let's just build 5 of you. There we go. Up. I was like, why am I getting pulled away? Oh, that's why. Okay. And then 3 of those. We'll need a few more of those. Let's do it. Okay. And then I'm just trying to remember everything that I have to do. That's why I'm moving so slowly. I'm just like forgetting like every button. Oh, didn't mean to click you there. My bad. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. All right. Audio working better? I mean, I hope so. Does it sound okay? I just completely disconnected the mixer. I got rid of the mixer, and I got the audio sounds good. Yeah, so I'm using the Rode AL1 audio interface. I've had one of these before. It worked fine for like 2 years, and then I updated my Mac and it fried it. It was really weird, and that's why I went back to the mixer, and then the mixer just kept getting worse and worse over time, and it was really inconsistent. So I was like, I don't know what to get in the meantime. I think I do want to stick with a mixer going forward because, as I said earlier, I like having the controller flexibility. As Crack said, I like playing with knobs. But it's also just having the controller flexibility over it, plus using my compressor and everything as well. God damn it, Crack. I think I do want a mixer, so in the meantime, I'm just going to use this. Hope for the best that nothing goes wrong with it. Touch wood. All the wood. That it works for long enough. At the very least, I will always have got wood. Everything's breaking constantly. Jack's been around since I bought my first PC for streaming, where the original PC that I had to kick it in order for it to start. Like, literally had to kick it, otherwise it would not start. And every single PC that I have built, and every piece of tech I have gotten ever, has always had something wrong with it. Like, Mac has always been usually okay, except updating the Mac Mini fried my audio interface. And I'm just like, now I'm afraid to like update the OS. Because I'm like, what's gonna break this time? Oh, you aren't getting any coal. That's a problem. Okay. This is gonna be a lot of problems going forward. Let's just get rid of these. There we go. Alright, so we added what? 3 of those? That'll make a decent difference. Nice little chunk. Just not your PC. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Every single time, doesn't matter what it is, I could walk into a place and there'll be 1,000 pre-built PCs and one of them will have something wrong with it. I will pick the one that is broken. Every single time, without fail. I don't know what it is. I have such bad luck with tech stuff. Even pre-built stuff, it's absolutely absurd. So, yeah, my mixer, again, we're talking about the Behringer that I used to have. That one was fine, and I was like, I'm going to buy something more professional. An upgrade. And then I did, and it was fucking broken. Literally, the only time I got close to alcohol poisoning, you and Mandy. Yeah, we got wrecked. We got absolutely wrecked. Good times. Oh, okay, this is actually working now, kind of. Alright. Cool, so now we're actually getting bullets going. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's the other funny thing, too. I don't even, like, drink anymore, either. So I have got worse. I'm still getting worse. I don't drink anymore, either, Jax. I do have a drink now and again, but very, very rarely. I had, we went on a date a few weeks ago. And we went to a wine bar, and then I was like, yeah, I don't really drink. And they were like, why did you bring me to a wine bar? I was like, because you do. I was like, I'm going to take you to, like, a nicer place, because it wasn't, like, a first date. I was like, let's go to this place. It's not super expensive, but it's, like, it has, like, a really good selection. And I did have some wine while I was there. It fucked up my sleep for, like, 2 days. I had, like, a glass of wine. I think I had a glass of wine, and then the next day I had 2 beers. It fucked up my sleep for days. And like, to the point where I'm still sleeping really badly because my sleep is all out of sync now. Like, I didn't get to sleep till 4 a.m. And it's like, that's been weeks. I'm like, what the fuck? So I really can't drink anymore. I'm just the worst. Just the worst. Never really drank that much that day. I drank the 3 bottles. Oh yeah. I started because you can't buy alcohol in a regular like grocery store or anything here in Canada. You have to go to a specific like LCBO or a liquor store. And but Costco started selling the Corona Zero, like the 0% alcohol. So I bought like a crate of that, and I've actually been enjoying it because it's like sometimes if you want to kind of have a drink, so to speak, and not feel so left out, because everyone's like, why? Everyone's always like, oh, if you're gonna drink, like, why bother drinking non-alcoholic? Like, why bother? And it's like, because I like the taste of beer. I want to feel a little bit more included. And it's like, people can sometimes be really weird about that. And the same with like, oh, why would you drink decaf coffee? And it's like, most people who are into coffee drink it for the taste. So why does it fucking matter? It's such a weird thing, and especially like, I haven't really dealt with it a lot because I haven't been to a lot of bars in a long time. But, like, I went to, like, a festival a couple of weeks ago. I ended up at, like, someone's house party after kind of thing. And they just, like, wouldn't let it go that I, like, wasn't drinking. And I was like, what is this? Like, this is such a weird... Oh, God. All right. It's, like, such a weird thing of, like, we're all grown adults. Like, who gives a shit? It's such a strange, I don't know. People care way too much about shit that doesn't fucking matter, you know? Decaf is an abomination? I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't mind decaf. Yes, I'm still obsessed with coffee. That's totally fine. Being into coffee, I think, is way better than the other stuff. I don't know. It's like, I like coffee. I like the taste of it. I just sometimes want to drink it at, like, 11 p.m. And it's not the best time to drink a caffeinated drink. So I don't know. I'm not that hard about it. Do you drink it? I mean, I used to, and then go to. I used to do that when I was like when I drink a lot of coffee, and you've seen me. I would like literally be like, it's not chain smoking, but chain drinking coffee on stream. Mostly because I was running on 3 hours of sleep every day because I worked 12 hours and then streamed 6 hours. So it's like I was chain drinking coffee. And then one time it was right at the beginning of the pandemic, before it became a pandemic. It was like February maybe 2020-ish. And I got really sick. I don't think I had COVID, but I got really, really sick. Yeah, that was it. No, it really wasn't. It's fucked me up for forever. And I got really, really sick. And I was having like sweating and headaches and everything like that. And I was like, I ran out of coffee and I was too sick to go to the store. And I was like, afterwards I realized like, oh, I straight up went through withdrawal. I was addicted to like my chronic headaches were from drinking so much coffee. And I was like, the only time the headaches stop is when I drink more coffee. That, my friends, is called fucking addiction. And I was drinking so much and it was giving me so many headaches. And then I stopped for a few and I went through straight up caffeine withdrawal. And after that I was like, oh, this isn't good. And then I started drinking more decaf because I was like, well, I still like coffee. Because I cut it out for a while because I was like, I need to just like stop drinking it. Like clearly it's having a really bad effect. And I started drinking tea again. And I ended up just drinking like 15 cups of tea. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just replacing one thing for the other. Like I need to figure something out. So I started drinking decaf instead. And it was good. I mean, I'm on my third today. I've been slowly ramping back up. But I'm trying to be better at it. I tried to not have more than 2 a day. Today I needed a third though. I only have 1 or 2 a day and get a headache if I don't. But every few months I go out. So yeah, so you're trying to like keep it kind of balanced. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just didn't register that I was like that addicted to coffee. And that it was having such a prolific effect on me, where it was like causing chronic headaches. Even just like while drinking, it's like causing chronic headaches where I was just like so unhappy and not in a good spot at all, like mentally or anything. And just like cutting it out made such a massive difference to my life. It's kind of crazy. Oh no. All right. Well, I guess we're reaching this stage. That's oh no. Okay. Crack, I'm worried. Oh no. There's definitely a point where Red Bull was a problem. No, and they have it from driving. Like, yeah. I think that's the thing as well. It's like for me, it's just it wasn't even having any impact, right? It was straight up just like quelling the headache a little bit. And then the headache would just get worse and worse and worse because it was just like there was never enough that would fit it. And it was just like, it's funny because it was like there was the whole thing with Dave Grohl where he ended up in the hospital because he was drinking like an entire pot of coffee or like 2 pots of coffee a day, and he ended up in the hospital because of it. And I think I was like, it was right at the same time as me getting really sick and I couldn't buy more. And I was like, huh. Maybe that's what's causing all of these problems. And I stopped and I was like, oh yeah, that was 1000% what's causing these problems. Okay, I gotta figure out a solution of coal. Okay, so this is the next closest coal deposit. Is there a way for me to make... This is where I'm now like stressed because I'm about to run out of a lot of raw materials. Like a lot of raw materials. They became very unhealthy Comex interview. That's another story. Yeah. I mean, I can fully understand that without delving too much, obviously, and asking too many questions on that. But just like, One, because it's not my place to ask you. Two, I don't want to put you on the spot in that way. But I would do the same. It was just like, for me, it was, especially when at the time I'd work in an office, it's like, I'm not very, in case you haven't noticed, I'm not exactly very good at making friends and being good at social interaction. I kind of am the worst. And so I don't have a lot of friends. And so I would just like, instead of being at my desk and being unhappy with work and everything, I would be constantly going and making a cup of tea just to get away from my desk. And also I felt like I just had to be doing something, whatever. And it was just an absurd amount of coffee and everything that I was drinking. And also another aspect was like revenge procrastination, because I was always just like dreading the next day coming of like the weekends and things like that, because I was just like, oh, I don't have any friends, so I have like nothing to do. And so I'd be like, oh, if I go to sleep, then that means that work is gonna come faster, and I'm gonna have to be in those situations again. So I'd stay up late intentionally drinking coffee to kind of do that, which has had such a negative effect on my life and the quality of my life. It's kind of insane. Maybe I should add one of these just for fun. Okay, yeah, I gotta figure out how to... What does... I guess, electric furnace. Oh, right, I can build those. Yeah. Okay, so a boiler can take... Wait, what is the cube thing? I can't click on it. Oh, balls. No. I can't click on it to see what the black cube is. I don't know what the cube is. I don't know what it is. How am I supposed to find out what it is? Oh, never mind. Shut up. What is that? Fuel value 4. Okay. Fuel from gas, fuel from oil. Okay, so let's go inspect. Yeah. So how it's going through every dad, not sleeping, and after it was pure addiction, so to go cold over. Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. Because especially in like situations like that where you're just like, oh, I have to be available. I'm on call. I'm this, and being around and available for that, yeah, plays a big part in that stuff. And then you think that it's okay, and then like, yeah, for me it's had, you know, I've always had insomnia. I've had insomnia since I was like 6, for many reasons. But it's also just like, adding things that are within my control and making that worse has just really had such a negative impact, where it's like probably done long-lasting damage for sure on those things, on like my sleep health and my general health and everything. Oh god, the attacks are getting worse. Okay, yeah, gain a lot of waves so bad. That was the thing for me. Yeah, it will, because of just like the sheer volume of sugar and everything like that as well, and how your body deals with that, right? Had to get it under control. Yeah, I mean, one of the big things whenever losing weight, right, is that they like switching just from, if you drink like soda, switching to diet soda. And it's like, I think when I first did that, which was probably like 2017, it was like one of the first times where I tried to lose a little bit of weight. Didn't last very long, but it was like one of the things I did to lose like 10 pounds was like I just switched from drinking Coke to Diet Coke. And that alone, because I was drinking so many of them, and I was putting sugar in my coffee and like everything, right? You know, like sparkling water. Those are pretty good, like the bubblies and stuff. Really drink any soda now. I've really cut down. I started doing like the Coke Zeros. I did the Diet Coke because I wanted to, like, especially helping with diet weight loss, getting something sweet, because I have a sweet tooth, definitely helped. And then I was doing like the Coke Zeros, which are pretty good. And then I switched to like a cheaper version of like a Diet Coke. And now I've just stopped. Now I've just been drinking like water. Honestly, I've been drinking flavored creatine, which is this even funnier. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do. So here's the thing that I need to do, because we're gonna run out of. Can these? Okay, they can run on that as well. Okay, cool. I think I don't know how much oil. I don't know how long the oil lasts. Does it tell you? Yields? Okay, it just tells you a yield. Okay. But eventually I'm gonna have to swap my coal for oil production. That's what I'm gonna have to do, because these are just not gonna last much longer. What I did, because I started making, like, with coffee and everything, I was trying to drink like an Americano style coffee from my coffee maker, and I just wasn't enjoying it as much as I do a latte. But you know, again, even like with this, where it's like the iced coffee, it's like it's all milk, which is just a lot of calories, a lot of empty calories, right? So what I did was I bought a bunch of like the syrups, like the 0 calorie, 0 sugar syrups. They've been really good. They've been actually really helpful. As much as I'm drinking it from milk right now, just in terms of replacing any kind of sugar and replacing soda has like really helped and made a good impact on me in that way. I don't know how to drink milk with it. It's good since caffeine strip. Oh yeah, that'll do it. I mean, what I'll try and do is I have at least one latte a day, and then, well, I have 2 at most, and then I've been doing the iced latte because it's been so hot, which is just milk and like a cold brew, espresso, a cold espresso thing, which apparently is like the strongest caffeine you get. I'm like, yeah, no wonder that one gets me so wired afterwards. Okay, so this one is full. Oh, I guess because that's going to 2 and that one isn't? Wonder if I combine that. Because, yeah, this one is, like, only getting this, but this one... Oh, because these are full. Alright. Because, what? This is full? Yep. Oh, I'm sure I'm just making this and it's going nowhere. What the heck? What is that? Chemical plant. Alright, let's do another chemical. I have no batteries. Alright. Okay, so we have a shitload of this. Do I have a chemical plant somewhere? Make another one of these. Still love an espresso? Yeah. Pretty great. So the machine I got is like a Breville one where it does like everything. Not like, it's still semi-automatic, but it's not like super automatic, you know? Like, you don't just like put everything in and it just like does it. Like, it does most of the steps itself, but you still have to, like, you can do stuff manually if you choose to. But it's been really good because it's just like, I had an espresso machine before that you could make it all yourself and it's fine. But I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just use the automatic settings because every day I get the same quality of drink every day, you know? As much as it can be really nice to, like, you know, you can get a really good latte out of it and everything if you, like, do it a certain way. Having something that's more consistent is more important to me. But it's been really nice because it does, like, the cold brews. It does, like... You can do tea, which is just... It puts hot water in for you. And I'm like, wait, why is this a setting? It's just a hot water setting. But because it's like the steam one, you can do like hot chocolate and everything in it, which is pretty cool. Just trying to finish my coffee now. Gross. Gross. So yeah, I'm trying to find a good balance with all that stuff. Pipes. this. We're gonna make... I guess let's do batteries. Wait, no, I can't do batteries. I can't. Well, I guess I could. UPS, use it along with the software too. I have not messed with any of the software at all. Mine straight up is just the display that's on the front of it. Sometimes I'll check it, but I don't mess with it. I just leave it. I don't even know what to do with it in that regard, to be honest. You just plug it in? What do you mean? It's a battery backup. It's just that's all it is. Am I supposed to? Am I supposed to use it with? Because if so, I'm doing it wrong, Toxic. Oh, I mean, UPS is just... It's just the battery backup. Like, it's not doing anything, like, special in that way. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. I think I have... Yeah, I do. Alright. Ooh. And then I do it like that. Nope, need one more. All right, let's do it. I thought you were asking if I did it rather than if you needed to. Yeah, you shouldn't need to. So basically, it will have a display on the front with it. I didn't even know it had like software. It should just work fine. Just wondering if you need to. Oh no. It should straight up just work. Essentially, the Cyber whatever it's called, the Cyber Power one that we've got, it's it has a display on the front that will give you all the readouts that you need. It doesn't need any kind of software stuff at all, as far as I can tell. And then, yeah, you'll have one side that is power. It would be like power surge and battery backup. And then the other side will just be power surge. So anything like... So my PC goes into the battery backup side. And then things like... I have like one monitor that goes into the battery backup, and then the other side is for anything that's like not as essential, I would say. So yeah, stuff that it's like, I don't want to say not worried about, but things where it's like it's protected at that level, but it doesn't need power if my apartment loses power, right? Because the whole point of a battery backup is straight up just to give you enough time to power down the PC safely. And the reason I like that, like I have my Mac into like I have an Amazon Basics one as well, and I used that with the other PCs and it's fine, but I liked the CyberPower one because it has a consistent sine wave power delivery that it's giving to my computer, so that way there's no variance and fluctuation, and that way it's kind of like the power. I think the way that it works is it's not just like passing it through from the wall straight in. It's basically the power is coming in from the wall into the battery, and then the battery is then providing the power to the computer. So you have this kind of like stopgap. So if the power goes out, you don't get a surge and a spike. That's like the protection that it's offering with the battery as well, so that it doesn't like power cycle everything or power surge everything. I know that's what a power surge has stopped doing, but it's also just like you have that on top of it, so you shouldn't get any kind of blips on your computer as well, because sometimes that can happen, right? Even though it's like power surge protected, it could be like varying the power delivery that it's giving. So by it being like a very like stable power signal that it's providing the computer, it's like it's an extra layer of protection. So like I said, my apartment is going to lose power next Monday, and I'm trying to think of the best way to deal with it, because like obviously my internet's going to be out. So I'll just download stuff for that. But I'm thinking of like my fridge, my freezer, things like that, where it's like maybe what I'll do is I'll power down the computer, move the thing. I mean, it wouldn't really make a difference because the thing will only hold power for like 20 minutes. Yeah, like your PC and PS5, that's a good way to kind of do it just in case, especially with like consoles and everything as well, where it's like they don't really have the best fuses and things like that in them. Like, it's always good to have that at the very least into a power surge protected thing. But if you can, yeah, if you have your PC and things like that, I would also say like a monitor is always good because you need to be able to see what you're doing in order to be able to actually power stuff down. But usually the battery on them only lasts like, it's only really designed, I think, at peak usage to be like 20 minutes, right? It's just like, oh, you have enough time to get to it. But if like it's really low power, I mean, again, with my Mac Mini, it uses like 18 watts of power. So the one that's just powering that with a monitor, it will last like 2 hours, you know. Half lurking. No, it's all good. If you use the software, it can shut down your PC if the battery runs out, but you can run the battery standalone. Yeah. Depending on how you have it set up, because a lot of them have like that, the USB connectivity as well that runs through where it lets it kind of run it that way. I just have it running as a battery backup, you know? So yeah. Maybe it's not the best way to do it, but I don't go beyond that. Those LG take up. I hate them so much, dude. I hate them so much. Also, the cables are like 3 feet long. It drives me insane because I'm like, my desk is in a standing position. Like, honestly, if I was any taller, I'd be fucked. Or I'd have to like raise everything up because it's just like the cables are so fucking short. And the thing is, like, the power brick is this big and you're just like, I would like to plug, like, if you're plugging something into a wall, you can't plug anything else in other than the monitor. And you're like, who designed this? It's the same with the Elgato key light. All of the fuse stuff is in the plug for that thing. And it's so fucking wide that if you have it on like a strip, you can't use either of the sockets either side. You have to put it in the end one and still lose one of the sockets. I hate the electronics, especially PC stuff, isn't standardized for power. Like everything has to be wire or no wall. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Because it's like, you can do that. You can set things up in a certain way where it's like, you know, oh, we don't want to have an extra power brick, and this, okay, cool. You don't want to have an extra power brick where you have one end go in and then the brick and that. Cool. But at the same time, then the plug is actually a normal sized plug that can plug into things, you know? But then they don't make them long enough, so then you have this big brick that's dangling, that's like pulling out of the cable. It's so stupid. Just, I don't know, make it like 6 feet. Just give me a 6-foot thing and then maybe have the thing built into the back of the monitor. Oh, but it wouldn't be as sleek. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, make the best, but that power down. Yeah, that's the downside. It's like they make really, really good monitors that are high quality at a reasonable price. Like the bang for buck is there. But the power cables fucking suck. They really suck. Just make it longer. Even if they just like kept the little power brick, that make the cable longer. Like you've designed this monitor. I mean, like a standing desk, usually what you do is you put a power strip below the desk, you plug that in, and then the power strip goes. Like, I get it, but it's like, just give me like, I don't know, just a 6-foot cable. Just let me do what I need to do with it. It's ridiculous. Same with like the TV, even like my TV, the power cable's not very long, and I'm like, okay, but like, can you just give me a little bit more? I'd just like more options. I know what a cable tie is. I can cable tie something. It's that weird thing of like aesthetics, like overriding stuff, you know? Okay, so this is producing petroleum gas, which we have a lot of, and then because of that, so I think what I'm gonna do I'm worried about this one. I mean, I guess the good thing about this is that I can always just, like, run it around, you know? Because I've, like, cleared this area out. Okay, so how do I make... Factopedia. How do I make you? Burned in... Okay, but how do I make you? It's a chemical plant, right? Pretty sure it's a chemical plant. I've got this extra boiler I didn't want to make. Okay. So then, take this. Yeah. Okay. Then, we're going to... So, we'll just do 5 of those. Yeah, I don't think I'd go with anything else at this point, unless something crazy happened. I think LG do make some of the best monitors. Acer makes some really good ones, or Asus make a really good one, like a Pro Art that's like this cool OLED style one that's really good for like video work. But I think LG price to performance has always been really good. It's hard to like beat it. And they make a lot of the the screens for other monitor manufacturers anyway, you know, so. Alright. We got solid fuel. Oh my god, that makes so much. Holy. How do I upgrade this? Hand stack size. Can I make it faster? 302. Upgrade your RAM. I don't know. I'm worried that my RAM is actually causing a lot of my computer problems too. Because I have 128 gigs of RAM, and I'm curious if like my even though my motherboard supports it, I'm curious if it's struggling. Yeah, this is why I'm like frustrated with my PC all the time. Is my PC is not a slouch. Like I spent a lot of money on my PC because I got it for VFX work and doing VFX work, as well as streaming and gaming and everything. It's like I have a 16 core 5950X. I have a RTX 3090, and I have 120 gigs of RAM. And that's why I get really pissed off when it doesn't fucking work. And it's because it could be that the motherboard just can't handle it because I built it into a M80X system. It could be part of that reason. Yeah, I mean, I know for a fact the GPU is fucked though, because whenever my PC goes to sleep and wakes up, graphically the screen is black sometimes. Like the wallpaper's gone, it's acting weird. Sometimes it just restarts. Fractal North XL. Ooh, fancy. You're a fancy boy. Yeah, I think that I should have. I don't know. It's a very good motherboard, but I think building it into a micro ATX to this spec was probably. I'm probably like maxing it out, to be honest. Like it is absolutely at its. I want to say wit's end. That's not the right word. You waiting on them again? Wait, are we down on... What's going on? Why are we not making enough? Just gonna do this. Screw it. go. I know that doesn't really solve the problem, but I guess maybe, oh, let's check on 3.5K, 15K, 20K. Ooh. All right, we're gonna need a couple more of these Rue Boys. Where's the best spot for this? So I'm trying to just figure out the best way to deal with this. There we go. And then what is that, 14K? Let's do that. All right, then. There we go. It's not the best way to do this, but small stuff, while it's anything can do it, this really with thermals. Yeah, and especially with like, because like anytime I've tried to, because the RAM I have can do like 3000 megahertz, but if I do that, the system becomes unstable and it doesn't work. So my RAM is running at 2100, the lowest spec, because it can't handle it, and I'm pretty sure it's got to be the motherboard. Like, I need to do, I don't want to do it because it's just so expensive to do it, but I need to rebuild the PC in a non-small form factor. Even though I really like this case, and I think it's a really good case, I think what I should, if I need to like do something with it, I think what I should do is just get, I have like a big tower, get a motherboard, rebuild that PC in that, and then if I want to, I could always make like a smaller, I've done all of that stuff. Yeah, I've done all that. All the memory stuff is fine. Everything is fine. It's just, I think the motherboard can't handle the throughput of the speed of the RAM and like the I think the computer is just like maxed out on its capability. Why do you build a small factor in the first place? Because I didn't want a giant tower anymore. I got these two cases that stack really nicely. They're like the width. So for the same height of one tower, I got two PCs that stack really nicely. They had really good airflow. They use like just being able to have it in a smaller form factor is kind of nice. They're easier to move around. And as I said, yeah, because I'm doing dual PC, right? So it was about like just having two PCs in a very small space. And it made sense. But like I've said before, I think my next plan is to like build it into a rack mount system. But I think I'm just going to get like a bigger, I'm going to get full-size motherboards. Yeah. Everyone has room for like 10 different cases. I mean, that's the thing as well. It's just like the IO on it is really good. Like it had really good like ratings and thermals, things like that. So, you know, at the time it made sense, but I think what happened is then my PC needs outgrew what I needed. And so I've been kind of like in a sunken cost fallacy kind of way. I was trying to squeeze more PC into a small case, because you see that build all the time where people do that, right? Where they build these micro, in the Lian Li cases, where like micro with like a 3090, and it's like, yeah, it works, but like it thermal throttles to shit. You know, like you can do it, and my PC does work, but there's just so many other problems with it where it's like, you know. I think one of the easiest things I could do is just build it in that case. But like I said, I want to build it into a rack mount so that it takes up less space. The hard part is cooling. When you build it into, you had one of those two, like, yeah, that's what I mean. It's just shuttle XPCs, we're at high-end CPU. Yeah, I think like they're good. If you do just like very casual gaming, and if you or you just use it as like a workstation kind of thing, like a Mac Mini replacement, I think they can work really, really well. I just don't think they work for the needs that I have. Yeah, it would run incredibly hot. Like my system runs really hot too, because of the GPU, right? The GPU just gets really, really hot, and it's a Zotac one, so it's not exactly like the best model I could have got. So a lot of things like that, right? Where it's just, it could have been, I could have like, the problem is I got my 3090 during the pandemic and it was the only one I could get. I actually ordered the Asus TUF because I was like, I don't want a Zotac one. But they were like, hey, the Zotac, the Asus, we don't know when we're going to get it, but we have a Zotac in stock right now if you're willing to take it. It's the same price. And I was like, I'd rather have the GPU than not have the GPU. I've already paid for it. I'd rather just get it. And I'm like, now I'm like, oh, I wish I'd waited. But at the time, I needed a GPU, so I took what I could. And it just is not the most ideal one, I would say. So that plays a factor in it too. And then on top of that, it's in a small motherboard, in a small case, which does have good airflow. I just don't think it's just not really equipped to handle a PC like that requires so much, right? So I think building either a bigger, like in a bigger case, which I still have, or building into a rack mount and figuring out a cooling solution. I don't really like using liquid cooling. I like using the Noctua, but the problem is with the Noctua for this type of CPU is you need a bigger fan. You can't just like use the low profile ones. They just don't work. You need a taller one. So it would have to be like a weird system. Basically, it would just have to be like an open top case with a big fan in the front. Netscape has a small case with a bunch of drives. Does not even have a GPU. Yeah, that's all you need. Use the Peerless Assassin. Okay, interesting. Maybe I need to look into that. Yeah, if you're just doing like a small little NAS or anything, yeah, it's just, you don't need a lot of space because it's not running hot. Like I said, my soon-to-be streaming PC has a 3050 in it, which it's only so I can use NVENC. And it doesn't even have a power cable. It's so low power that it runs off the PCIe power, right? And I'm like, great, that is the perfect use case of a case like this. Like, it's not the tiny case, like it's the thermal core cube, the V21. So they're not like tiny cases, but it's basically the motherboard is mounted flat and then everything is kind of vertical that way, right? So it's like a cube, so it's a little bit wider. Get a new threader. I still have my 1950X, but I'm pretty sure I built that one, and that one kept blue screening constantly, so I was just like, fuck this. I think something went wrong with the motherboard on that. Again, I need more expensive things for the work that I do, but I hate buying them because I always have bad issues with them, and they fucking break every time, every single time. So I really don't enjoy, like, I don't know. I'm coming around to the idea of just getting one built for me. But also, as I've been talking about many times, I think I might just move to, like, the next PC I build might just be a Linux one, and I switch fully to Linux for streaming stuff. Like, for anything streaming, I'm just going to put SteamOS on it, and everything will be Linux. I'll probably still need Windows for stuff because, as much as I hate using it, Adobe only works on Windows and Mac. Well, I guess I have my Mac, so I could just use my Macs and then move away from Windows. I just don't want to use that. So brave, yes. So brave. Linux does not have Adobe Edition. I mean, I do have a Mac Mini and I have a MacBook Pro, so like, I guess I could just use those. But I think I would just switch to that. The hard part would be I'd have to figure out stuff with like Unreal Engine. If I play anything that's on Epic Games Store, which I'll be honest, I haven't really played on any games at all on that. How are we doing on power? I don't even know if I'm actually doing anything right over here with this whole cube block stuff. Oh, I'm stuck. That right there is a huge problem. With Adobe? I think that's more of a problem because of Adobe rather than because of that's a problem with Adobe rather than the software itself, like the platform itself. That said, I don't like using Adobe products. I edit in DaVinci Resolve, which I think has a Linux distribution. It's just for anything to do with After Effects, I'm kind of stuck. It's the only, I hate to say it, it's the only app that is useful for motion graphics and very specific animation that I do. If I could do it in anything else as well, I would. In a heartbeat, I would. Only games that don't work are ones that are like, yeah, which I don't really play a lot of. Epic Games works on Bazite SteamOS. Okay. Never heard of Bazite before. I would honestly, like, I would probably put something like Bazite on the stream PC so that I can use other things and whatnot. I know SteamOS would probably work. And then just a gaming PC that would just be SteamOS. And just, that's it. You know, not every game would work. I fully understand that. There would be some limitations for sure. But I kind of just want to move away from Windows. I've had so many audio problems with it. Every time you update, it breaks something. It's constantly demanding that you update. It forced Copilot onto my machine. I don't like it. I don't like not having this control. It's not even like having the control. It's just the removal of choice. Like, you can't opt out of anything. You know, it was already bad enough when you had the forced Windows updates. Now you can't even, like, opt out of any of the AI stuff. Like, yeah, technically you can turn it off, but for how long? Like, how long? I'm just like done. Everything's trying to shove AI in. Everything's trying to data farm. Like the whole WeTransfer thing, where if you use WeTransfer, they've changed their terms of services to say that anything you upload with WeTransfer, they can take, keep, and resell and redistribute, as well as use it to train their AI. Like, it's not even just the AI, it's that they can literally take anything you send over WeTransfer. They have said that you are granting them a perpetual non-exclusive license forever. So if I make a film, let's say I make a film and I want to give it to people on my Patreon, for example. You pay $5 a month, whatever it might be, which I actually just dropped to $3, but I actually need to make Patreon content for that to even make sense. But let's say it's like I make a film, you get a high quality copy of it. The way I distribute that is through WeTransfer, right? You get to download it, whatever, it's super easy. They just get to have my film now, if I do that, and sell it and redistribute it however they want, to anyone they want. And then they also get to use it to train their AI. It's fucking crazy. What a UE motion design would be replaced. The problem is not necessarily the motion design would be able to do it. The issue in that regard, Pyro, is you need something to replace Illustrator. That's the thing. You need a you can use things for Photoshop and vectors things. You can use like Affinity. You can do that. So maybe that's the play. But the problem that I have is, like, if I want to do an animated emote, the integration from Photoshop to After Effects on just basic things, no other app is able to do, because nothing else, anything that got close to it, like Figma, Adobe bought out and basically shut it down, right? They paid $20 billion, which you'd be stupid if you didn't take the $20 billion. But they just buy out the competition and then kill the competition. So there is nothing exists. And everyone's like, oh, well, HitFilm. With HitFilm, okay, just simple things where it's like position, rotation, and scale. If you want to change the position, the rotation, or scale of something on the layers, you hit P, R, or S. HitFilm doesn't have that. When you import something from Photoshop, if you set the anchor point of the center of an image so that when you rotate it, for example, if you scale it, it scales from that point, it does not retain that information. You have to then manually move it, and you can't just go press a button that's like anchor point and move the anchor point. You have to move the layer, like the anchor point stays still, and you have to move the layer to align to the anchor point. You can't just move the anchor point to where you want it to be. Stuff like that, I tried to like animate one of Mop's emotes or some of Mop's emotes using HitFilm as an alternative as a test. I was pulling my hair out and it took me 5 times longer. I was just like, this is insane. And I'm like, there is no competition that exists one, for the integration, but two, just the way that, like, I could get over the integration if, like, the whole, like, you save it and it automatically updates in After Effects. I can get past that if it allowed you to do those other things, just basic controls like that, and it can't. Maybe Blender is getting close, but I just don't think it is as effective on those specific things. And I'm saying that as well as a person who works at a company that does a lot of motion graphics too. It's just like, yeah, there is nothing that comes close, unfortunately, because anytime something comes close, Adobe buys them out and then kills them. Oh, okay, attacks are getting a little bit worse. All right. Cool. All right, so now we're running into more problems where now we're overproducing, which is not good. Cool. Why do I have so much of this? Oh, because I was like picking stuff up earlier. Right. There we go. So yeah, that's the biggest problem. And then on top of that, they're taking all the people's work and they're training AIs on it and everything. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just, this is such a dystopian thing, and the worst part is there's people championing this happening, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, how did we go through all of this to where, like, people are, like, cheering this on? You know? It's crazy. It is so crazy. Alright, so... What's going on? So this thing is making batteries, but I'm not getting iron. Ay. How do I gotta get iron over there. So how do I get iron over there? Like, I don't want you to, like, place that. I want you to stay doing that. So maybe I do this. Okay. This is such a stupid way of doing this, but whatever. There we go. Problem solved. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. Ah, if it works, it works, alright? And then, wait, how are you not getting sulfur? Oh my, are you fucking kidding me? After all that, it was backwards. It was backwards? That was part of the problem? I'm blaming Pyro for that. Kept looking at me. I do not want to be perceived right now. How fucking dare you? Oh, okay. We're making too many batteries anyway. Alright. Ooh, we unlocked stuff. Okay, so now we can make purple stuff. What is this? What do you mean ingredient is an electric furnace? What does it mean? Wait, I have to make electric furnaces to put into something to make this? How do I make rails? Oh my god. I don't think I even have anything to make iron sticks right now. Got a lot of steel. We got stone. Rails is where you need stone. Yeah. I was doing something. I was making a lot of walls with stone. Okay, so we have to make... Oh my god, this is insane. Then that needs... I mean, I can make those relatively easily. But to make to make electric furnaces too? Jesus Christ, man. This is, I don't know. This is intermediate. I'm a beginner. This is getting a little hefty for my tiny little man-child brain. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. And we're out of iron. Okay. Not great. Not great. Not great. Oh, fuck. Okay. Cannot reach. Alright. 100. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's dead, so... Okay. I'm just trying to, like... use what we've... I mean, we might as well use what we've got left, right? So... There we go. Out of those. Alrighty. Okay. I feel like I've achieved nothing. I've achieved nothing. We've done nothing. Alright. I'm gonna hit save. Correct, maybe do it. Okay. Alright. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna call it a stream there. I gotta go to the gym. I'm trying to be better. And actually sticking to it. I apologize as this is... I know, Toxic. I know. I suck. I'm the worst. I suck. Streams for 2 hours and 15 minutes. What a joke. What an absolute joke. Honestly, I think... I think as well... I think I'm hitting a little bit of a wall with Factorio. Not that I don't find it interesting. I just find it incredibly overwhelming. Lightweight. I know. Especially when I usually play this for 5 hours. You're a wall. I am. Thank you, Jax. Have a good time. Well, have a time doing your 5 weeks of training. I think what it is just like... I mean, I think realistically with Factorio, I think I would need to start a new game knowing what I know now, planning ahead, right? I think as well, I think it does overwhelm me. It gets very, very intense. I'll be straight up honest. I love this game. I do. I think I love watching it more than I just kind of get very overwhelmed with it. And I feel like I'm just like kind of struggling, right? So no need to, well, it's also like the aspect of like the bugs and everything as well. Make another base. True. I could do that as well. I think I enjoy watching people play it as well. You can make a peaceful world. I could do that, yeah. But I also think that the bugs is part of the game, right? That's part of it. But yeah, Craig's gonna be so upset with me because he's like, oh, he doesn't want to play it. I do want to play it. I think I do need to like mix it up with trying something else too. I think because I've only been streaming like once, maybe twice a week at this point, and so I think I've only been playing this game. I might try something different next time, but then you hate me. No, Craig, I love you. I honestly go follow Crack, go sub to Crack on YouTube. It's crackalakin_TV. Go sub and watch Crack play this game. I know that they're not streaming for today. If you want to watch someone who's great at this game, that's super informative and is just enjoyable to watch, go follow Crack on YouTube. They stream, I would say, at least every other day at this point. They're doing some like modded runs. I love watching Crack play. I put you on my TV while I'm like doing everything else. I genuinely love watching you play this game, and it's made me have such an appreciation for this game. I struggle with this game in the same ways I struggled with like Satisfactory. I think the curve of Satisfactory is a little less steep, and so I played it for a lot longer, but I definitely hit a wall with it where I'm like, there is a lot of stuff that I have to do just to do, I don't want to say something basic, but I do hit walls there, and I also get very overwhelmed with like the way everything kind of meanders as well. Try Peaceful, but that's what I mean is like with Peaceful, I think that as Crack said to me, it's like it's better to play a first run through with the bugs on, because it's part of the game, right? It's part of the experience. Like, just have the bugs, wait for our start, and see that you really should. In fact, really no number. I think I want to play it at like the regular setting first before I start doing that, which I have been doing. I think, yeah, it's just, I think just my lack of knowledge of the game as well, which I know that you have to play a game in order to figure that stuff out, but play with bugs, do restart, play. Yeah, maybe. That might be the better way to do it for me, to be honest, just because I think I just really didn't plan a lot of stuff out. Like, now I'm hitting those walls where it's like, okay, I'm running out of all the resources, and I didn't really plan for that, and, you know, makes sense, but yeah. But I digress. All right. Let's see who is live. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. I really do appreciate it. Oh, the choices. We've got Mop or Rare. Mop or Rare. What are we doing? What are we doing? I think I'm going to send you to Rare. I'm going to have someone yell at you all. I think that's more fun for me. I'm going to send you all to Rare. Although, ooh. Oh, it's my 3-month sub anniversary. Oh, cool. Okay. All right, send you guys to Rare. Mostly because I want to use Rare Point at Crack. No, that's not the raid message. God damn it. I still want to play it more. I think I need to play something else in the interim just to kind of like mix it up a bit too. Toxic, please. You love going to Rare's channel. How dare? How dare? I want you to be yelled at, all right? Go break another controller. How about that? I won't be able to stream tomorrow, so no streams tomorrow. I'll let you know about it in the week. As I said, I am back to full-time hours. I'm the only person on this project. For the next... Okay, well, stop! Audio is fucking up again. Oh, God. I'll let you know what's happening with streams during the week. But yeah, go might go the entire time. Yeah, until I just like fuck the audio. I don't know if that came through on stream, but anyway. Yeah. A win is a win. We take that. Hopefully nothing updates and breaks in the interim. All right. Have a great rest of your Sunday or Monday, wherever you are. Go say hi to Rare. She's pretty great. I don't know what she's playing today. I think she's doing more Lies of P. Lies of P? So yeah, that'll be pretty fun. All right. I'll see you later. I'm going to go do a leg day. Take care. I love you. Bye.